Why you must read English. The world, vast and interconnected, often felt like a series of closed doors for Maya. Each promised new opportunities, yet a universal key seemed missing. Her grandmother often advised, English is the ultimate passport. Still, Maya struggled with the complexity of it all. The daunting thought, why should I even try to learn English? Often crossed her mind, feeling utterly overwhelming. She saw her friends effortlessly navigating online communities, accessing global content, and even landing better jobs. Their casual conversations in English, filled with laughter, highlighted her own limitations. A deep yearning to join their ranks, to truly understand and participate, began to ignite within her. This wasn't just about language, it was about connection. One evening, scrolling through social media, a compelling video appeared, Why You Must Read English. It wasn't a dry lecture, but a vivid exploration of cultural exchange, career growth, and personal liberation. The presenter spoke passionately about the power unlocked by true fluency, sparking a revelation in Maya's mind. This video changed everything. It transformed her perspective from why bother to how can I learn English effectively. The question shifted from a burden to an exciting challenge. Maya realized that the initial resistance was merely fear, masking an incredible potential waiting to be unleashed within herself. Her first step involved extensive research. She devoured articles, watched countless tutorials, and absorbed tips on how to learn English from successful polyglots. The sheer volume of information was intimidating, but she felt a newfound determination guiding her every click and read. Her quest had truly begun. Many experts emphasized immersion, even without living abroad. Listen English constantly, they advised. Maya began by playing English podcasts during her commute, while cooking, and even before sleeping. The sounds, initially just noise, slowly started forming recognizable patterns, like a melody she was beginning to understand. She discovered the incredible benefit of listen and practice routines. She'd listen to short dialogues, then pause and repeat phrases, focusing on intonation and rhythm. It felt awkward at first, a strange, private ritual, but the subtle improvements in her pronunciation and recall were undeniably encouraging, pushing her forward. This active listening paved the way for speaking. The biggest hurdle, however, was how to talk with anyone. The fear of making mistakes, of being misunderstood, or even laughed at, paralyzed her. It was one thing to practice alone, another entirely to engage in real-time conversation with others. A brilliant piece of advice resonated deeply. Imagine you're an actor rehearsing a play. This technique encouraged her to practice internal monologues. She'd narrate her day in English, describe objects around her, and even argue with herself, silently, building confidence in constructing sentences fluidly. Her next challenge involved finding opportunities to speak. Online language exchange platforms became her virtual training ground. She started with hesitant hellos and simple questions, feeling her heart pound with every connection. Each brief interaction was a small victory against her fear, a testament to her courage. Gradually, she noticed her confidence blossoming. The initial awkward pauses shortened, and her vocabulary expanded with every new conversation partner. She was no longer just learning words. She was learning how to connect, how to express her authentic self, even with strangers from diverse backgrounds. A friend recommended an English study plan for talking, a structured conversational program. It wasn't a literal plane, but a carefully designed flight path for fluency. This provided specific topics, role-playing scenarios, and guided discussions, giving her a clear framework for her speaking practice. The program emphasized conversational flow, not just grammar perfection. Don't be afraid to make errors, her virtual tutor insisted. They are stepping stones. This liberating perspective allowed Maya to relax, reducing her self-consciousness and making her interactions far more natural and enjoyable. She also dedicated time to how to improve your listening skills. This involved active listening exercises, identifying main ideas, distinguishing accents, and noting specific details. She watched English movies without subtitles, straining to catch every word, gradually improving her comprehension significantly. Sometimes, frustration crept in. There were days she felt stagnant, as if her progress had stalled completely. Old doubts about why you should not learn English resurfaced, whispering discouraging thoughts about the immense effort required and the seemingly slow pace of her advancement. Yet, she remembered the initial video, the Why You Must Read English conviction. She revisited her goals, reminded herself of the endless opportunities, and pushed through the difficult moments. Quitting was not an option. The potential rewards far outweighed temporary setbacks she experienced. Her daily routine became a mosaic of English immersion. Mornings started with news podcasts. Commutes involved reading English articles. Evenings were for watching TV series or engaging in online conversations. English wasn't just a subject. It was becoming an integral part of her life. She started keeping an English journal, not just for grammar practice, but for expressing her feelings and thoughts directly in the language. This private space allowed her to experiment with new vocabulary and sentence structures without the pressure of external judgment, fostering creativity. The journal became a mirror, reflecting her growing command over the language. She could see the progression from simple sentences to more complex expressions, the gradual refinement of her ideas. It was a tangible record of her dedication and unwavering commitment to her linguistic journey. One day, a job opportunity arose at an international company. The primary requirement was fluent English. A year ago, this would have been an automatic no, a closed door. Now, armed with her newfound skills, Maya felt a surge of confident excitement, ready to apply for the position. The interview was entirely in English. Maya, initially nervous, found herself responding naturally, engaging in lively discussion, and even using nuanced expressions she hadn't consciously practiced. Her hours of listen and practice had truly paid off in this high-stakes situation. She spoke clearly, articulating her experiences and aspirations with ease. The interviewer was visibly impressed, not just by her proficiency, but by her self-assurance and the genuine enthusiasm that radiated from her during the conversation. It was a stark contrast to her past self. Walking out of that interview, Maya felt an incredible sense of accomplishment. Regardless of the outcome, she knew she had given her best. She had faced her fears, applied her strategies, and demonstrated the remarkable transformation that consistent effort could bring about in her life. A week later, the call came. She got the job. Her heart swelled with gratitude and pride. This wasn't just a new position. It was validation of every single hour spent, every frustrating moment overcome, every word painstakingly learned. Her dream was now a reality. Her new role involved regular international communication, both written and spoken. Her ability to talk with anyone became invaluable, connecting her with colleagues and clients from diverse linguistic backgrounds, bridging gaps and fostering collaborative relationships effortlessly. She continued to refine her how to improve your listening skills, finding that understanding various accents and regional dialects further enhanced her professional effectiveness. The world became smaller, more accessible, as she effortlessly navigated complex global discussions and negotiations. Maya even started helping others, sharing her how to learn English strategies. She emphasized the importance of consistency, the power of active engagement, and the necessity of embracing mistakes as opportunities for growth, rather than viewing them as failures. She told them, don't fall into the trap of why you should not learn English narratives. They are just excuses that limit your potential. Believe in the possibility of your own progress and commit to the journey wholeheartedly. Her passion was truly infectious. Her English study plan for talking evolved into a personal methodology, adaptable for anyone. She advocated for finding joy in the process, turning learning into an exciting adventure rather than a tedious chore. This approach made it sustainable and deeply rewarding for others. The joy of reading English books, watching unfiltered foreign films, and understanding global news directly became a cherished part of her life. She was no longer a passive observer, but an active participant in the vast ocean of English content available worldwide. Maya's journey became a beacon of inspiration for many in her community. They witnessed her transformation from a shy, hesitant speaker to a confident global citizen, capable of articulating her thoughts with clarity and conviction on any subject matter. She now regularly participated in international conferences, delivering presentations in impeccable English, captivating audiences with her insights and compelling arguments. This was a far cry from her initial struggles with basic phrases and simple greetings she once experienced. Her professional network expanded exponentially, connecting her with experts and innovators from every continent. These connections, forged through the common language of English, opened doors to collaborations and friendships that transcended geographical boundaries easily. The feeling of being truly limitless, of having the entire world at her fingertips, was an exhilarating daily experience. English had not just taught her a language, it had taught her resilience, self-belief, and the immense power of consistent, dedicated effort. She often reflected on that initial video, Why You Must Read English. It wasn't just about reading. It was about opening one's mind to new ideas, new cultures, and new ways of seeing the world, expanding personal horizons profoundly. The importance of listen and practice continued to be a cornerstone of her ongoing language maintenance. She understood that language learning was a continuous journey, not a destination, requiring constant engagement and consistent reinforcement of skills. Even in casual settings, Maya found herself effortlessly switching to English when needed, whether helping a tourist or engaging with international visitors in her city. Her fluency felt natural, an extension of her own personality, truly integrated. Her advice to new learners was always simple yet profound. Learn English with purpose, listen intently, and practice speaking relentlessly. Don't wait for perfection, embrace progress. The most important thing is to just start and keep going. She demonstrated that how to talk with anyone was less about innate talent and more about courage and a willingness to engage. Every conversation, regardless of its length or topic, was a chance to learn and to grow as a communicator. The concept of an English study plan for talking became symbolic for her. It represented a structured, intentional approach to learning, where every step was planned and every effort contributed to the ultimate goal of fluent communication. Maya also emphasized the critical role of how to improve your listening skills. She explained that true understanding begins with careful attention, discerning not just words, but also tone, context, and the unspoken nuances of conversation. Sometimes, she would encounter people who still harbored the why you should not learn English mentality. She would gently share her story, not to preach, but to inspire, showing them the tangible benefits she had reaped through her dedication. Her life was a testament to the transformative power of language. English had not merely been an academic pursuit. It had been a vehicle for personal growth, a catalyst for professional advancement, and a bridge to global understanding and connection. The joy of understanding a complex English joke or appreciating the subtle wordplay in a song brought her immense satisfaction. These small moments reinforced her belief that every bit of effort had been incredibly worthwhile and rewarding. She never stopped learning. New vocabulary, idiomatic expressions, and cultural nuances continued to enrich her understanding. The journey of language acquisition, she realized, was an endless, fascinating exploration of human communication. Maya often reflected on the days when English felt like an insurmountable mountain. Now, she stood at its peak, gazing at a boundless horizon of opportunities, feeling empowered and truly connected to the diverse tapestry of the world. Her story served as a powerful reminder that limitations are often self-imposed. With the right mindset, consistent effort, and effective strategies, any challenge, even mastering a new language, could be conquered successfully. The global stage now welcomed her, not as a hesitant observer, but as a confident participant, ready to contribute her voice, ideas, and unique perspective to any conversation, anywhere in the world, with ease. So, if you ever find yourself questioning why you must read English, remember Maya's journey. It's a testament to the doors that open, the minds that connect, and the lives that transform through the mastery of this global language. Your own English study plan for talking awaits. Chart your course, embrace the journey, and discover the incredible power that lies within you to communicate, connect, and thrive in an increasingly interconnected world. Start by listening, actively absorbing the rhythms and sounds of English. This foundational step builds familiarity and prepares your ear for the complexities of spoken conversation, making comprehension easier and more natural. Then, listen and practice daily. Don't just hear, imitate. Repeat phrases, mimic accents, and internalize the flow. This active engagement bridges the gap between passive reception and confident production of the language effectively. Conquer the fear of how to talk with anyone. Start small, perhaps with a friendly online exchange partner. Every word spoken, every sentence formed, no matter how imperfect, is a victory and a step forward in your journey. Implement your own English study plan for talking, a personalized roadmap that incorporates all aspects: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Consistency is your most powerful ally in this transformative linguistic endeavor. Finally, refine how to improve your listening skills by engaging with diverse content, news, podcasts, movies. The more you listen, the more nuances you'll grasp, making you a truly adept and confident English communicator.